Hi, I'm Jane Tillman Irving, and welcome to City InSight. Panasonic Kid Witness News is a hands-on video education program created to encourage students to develop valuable cognitive, communication, and organizational skills through the use of video. This program equips schools with complete video studios and affords participants the opportunity to exhibit their interests, abilities, and creativity through the production of videos. Panasonic Kid Witness News is sponsored by Mashusta Electric Corporation of America in conjunction with the public school system, superintendents, principals, and teachers from each of the participating school districts. Under teacher supervision, students research, write, act, produce, direct, and edit a variety of videos which bring to life subjects they're learning about in school. The students' videos feature current events, music videos, news reports, public service announcements, and interviews with prominent individuals, as well as many other topics which are relevant to today's youth. Joining me on today's program is Cliff Allen, Manager of Corporate Advertising and Special Programs for the Mashusta Electric Corporation of America. Welcome, Cliff.
Thank you.
How many schools are participating in the program?
Well, right now we have approximately 42 schools in the New York area and 200 schools across the country and in Canada.
And they're producing videos. How many do they produce, and what do they produce?
They submit approximately 300 videos a year on a variety of variety of subjects, from multiculturalism. They produce documentaries, news videos, and basically they just like to create videos about the world around them.
It's a fascinating topic. How did it begin? I mean, how did the whole program begin?
The program began approximately 10 years ago in the Weehawken, New Jersey school system. It was started by a teacher and a member of the Board of Education. What had happened after that was the member of the Board of Education got his corporation, Mashusta Electric Corporation of America, involved in the program, and they became sponsors of the program under Panasonic. And from there, it grew, and it became a perfect example of how private partnerships and public education can work together.
What do you said, now I said in the interview, a complete video studio. That sounds quite deluxe and elaborate. What do the schools get?
They actually receive 2 camcorders, a full-size camcorder and a compact camcorder, 2 television monitors, 2 editing decks, microphones, tripods, videotape stock, backdrops for the scenery, and instruction manuals on how to use the equipment and how to create videos.
And there is a teacher who is a coordinator. What kind of special training does the teacher get?
The teacher learns how to utilize the equipment through the manuals, and we also have a toll-free technical hotline where anyone can call in who's involved in the program if they have questions about how to use the equipment or any other questions.
And in most schools, is this extracurricular? Is it for credit, or how does it work?
In some schools it is extracurricular, but for the most part, teacher coordinators actually try to incorporate Panasonic Kid Witness News into their curriculum on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a wonderful program. Do the youngsters go out on stories and go out on remotes as well as doing things within the studio and within the school?
Yes, they do both. They actually take their equipment out on the road with them. They cover various events from press conferences to current events. Sometimes Panasonic would like to get students involved in programs that we're sponsoring, so we actually get them involved in anything that we can think of that might be of interest to them.
Tell me about the awards program very quickly. Panasonic recently sponsored an awards program.
Right. Last month we had an award ceremony at the Newark Museum in Newark, New Jersey. Basically, students submit their videos to us and they're judged by a panel of graduate film students, and from there the videos are judged by a panel of distinguished professionals in education, arts, and entertainment. The students' videos are selected based on various criteria in the writing categories, documentary categories, and about 14 other categories. And although we don't really create a competition among students, we just like to honor the best of the best.
You can find out more about the Panasonic Kid Witness News program by writing to Jewel Jackson McCabe Associates Incorporated, 50 Rockefeller Plaza, Suite 46, New York, New York, 10020. Again, that's Panasonic Kid Witness News program, care of Jewel Jackson McCabe Associates Incorporated, 50 Rockefeller Plaza, Suite 46, New York, New York, 10020. Cliff, thank you very much for being with us. Panasonic Kid Witness News culminates each year, as we were saying, in a national activity, the New Vision Awards. Let's take a look now at this year's New Vision Awards competition. Videos submitted by Panasonic Kid Witness News teams from across the country were showcased as they compete for national recognition on the most outstanding achievements in several subject categories. And when we come back, we're going to be joined by Jeff Goldstein, a teacher and Panasonic Kid Witness News coordinator at PS 41 in Brooklyn.
This is the fourth New Vision Award ceremony for Panasonic Kid Witness News. This is the third time I've been able to host, and you could say I've watched Kid Witness News grow up, so it's natural for me to take a certain pride in this event, the way it has grown. Tonight's winners bring us the cream of Panasonic Kid Witness entries. Their schools are among dozens throughout the country that have embraced the program and made it an incredible success.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I'm from Florence Elementary Nightingale School, and I come from Chicago, Illinois. I'm here today because we won the award for the best broadcast in the whole United States, and I give thanks for the Panasonic people because I would not be here today if it wasn't for them, and I thank them a lot.
We've gathered together in this wonderful setting to pay tribute to these Panasonic Kid Witness News kids. We've come to tell each of the award winners that we're proud of the work that you have done, and that we honor also the teachers and parents who have supported your efforts. And although tonight we will congratulate and reward the best of the best in this New Visions Awards ceremony, we also want to recognize that all of our teams throughout the United States in some 200 schools and 93 cities have been working this year.
My name is Percy Boone. I'm from Neville Henry Thomas Elementary School in Washington, D.C. We've been participating in the Panasonic Kid Witness News program for 3 years. Today we're here because we won the New Vision Award, the Rites of Passage, and the Local Hero. We think it's a wonderful program and a positive influence on kids from all over the United States, and we look forward to many more years of participation.
Congratulations to this year's talented winners. You have displayed outstanding creative abilities in making interesting and informative videos, and you have demonstrated a solid grasp of important issues that affect us all. I am sure that you have made your parents and teachers very proud.
I'm Joey Meyerbergen from Enid, Oklahoma. My school is Monroe Elementary School, and I'm here because we did a documentary on the Cherokee Strip land run in 1893. I'd like to thank Kid Witness News, Panasonic Corporation for giving all these wonderful opportunities to kids around the United States.
I'm thrilled to be here tonight to see young people on this stage full with so much enthusiasm, so much self-esteem that they can dream great dreams. And I salute Jewel Jackson McCabe and all of the mentors who's been involved. And there are no winners tonight, whether they come in first place, second place, they're all winners. You can imagine again that we in this audience owe a great deal of thanks to Mashista and Panasonic and Mr. Nakamura for joining to instill in our young people that they can still dream great dreams by participating in mainstream America as opposed to a life of crime.
Welcome back to City Insight. Joining me now is Jeff Goldstein, a teacher and Panasonic Kid Witness News coordinator at PS 41 in Brooklyn. And with him are two students in the PKWN program, Stephanie Bennett and Kimberly Farrow. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Jeff, how did your school get involved?
Well, back in 1989, I was sitting in my in-laws' house, and I came across an article in the newspaper, and it was about the Kid Witness News program, and they were in about a dozen schools, and they were looking to expand to 50. And I said, ripped the article out, took it into my principal in September and said, this is what we have to be in. And he made some phone calls to the schools that were already in it, found out the aid agency involved who was running the program, and made some calls to the aid agency, and we became involved in the program.
Now, you had already been teaching video.
Yes, I had, for 1 year.
Right. Now, how do you select the students for your program? How did you get these two competent young women?
Well, the students at PS41, they have to write resumes with cover letters to join the program every year.
Resumes with cover letters?
Yes. They have to write about their experiences, even if it's not having to do with video. It could be doing with responsibility, with writing, with speaking, with performing. Things that show me that they have confidence in themselves, that they want to learn, that they're responsible people, and they want to take it even beyond that.
That is very impressive. Well, let's hear about Stephanie Bennett's resume. She's going into the 7th grade at PS41. It's a kindergarten through 8th grade school. What kinds of things have you covered, Stephanie?
Well, I covered stuff like at the nursing home. We went to the deposit center, nursing home. And I've also covered stuff like we made a tape for safety and fire prevention. And that could have won, but we didn't.
Oh, in the national competition? Mm-hmm. But what specifically do you do? Do you edit? Do you shoot? Do you write? Or all of the above?
I'm an interviewer.
You're an interviewer?
I interview people.
Oh, boy.
Or sometimes I use the camera. I can do both.
Mm-hmm.
It matters.
And Kimberly, what do you do?
I'm an interviewer, but I can use the camera, but I prefer to interview.
How do you go about preparing for an interview?
Well, that depends on who the person is. If it's a person like the mayor or the president, you have to do research on them, how they're running the city or the country, and then you ask them questions about that.
Have you interviewed the mayor or the president?
Yes, I've interviewed Mayor Giuliani.
Really? And when was that? And what was the subject?
I asked him, that was before he became mayor.
During the campaign?
Mm-hmm. I asked him why he wanted to be mayor, what would he do for the city, and other things like that.
The questions I would have asked. Sounds good to me. How does this program help the students with their classwork?
Well, it gives them confidence. It makes them want to write and want to read and perform in front of a camera, public speaking. And they're doing it because they want to make their own video, and they want to make it even better. They see their own mistakes on videotape, and they can correct themselves. They hear that the words that they wrote, maybe they could be improved. They could be edited down. They could be elongated. They could use different words than what they're saying. And in general, they tend to write as a group, and we have discussions about what should stay and what shouldn't. So they learn to work within the group, learn to get their ideas across, and yet still remain individualistic to what they believe in.
What do you think this has done for you, Stephanie?
Well, it taught me responsibility and how to work with a group instead of working by myself, because I like to be independent and do things by myself.
Television is a team sport, as you have learned, no doubt.
Yeah.
Television requires lots and lots of people in order to get anything on
when you
the air.
work together.
Mm-hmm. How long are the videos you produce?
About a minute, or sometimes 2 minutes and a half, or 3, something like that. Most 15 minutes.
Now you said that you mean the longest they can be is 15 minutes. You said that you were both telling me about something you had done for the fire department.
I did that.
What was it?
It was a song about fire prevention that we made.
And you said that you also did win. Your team did win an award?
Yeah, for child abuse.
Yes, tell me about that, both of you. Tell me, what was that about, Kimberly?
Well, we had to go down and get first graders and kindergartners and bring them upstairs, and we had to make them laugh using teddy bears, and then we talked about child abuse and how many children get child abused.
Get abused. In other words, you were using the teddy bears to show how easily someone could fool a child, could pretend to be friendly with them, and then abuse them or put them in danger?
Yeah.
Yes.
And whose idea was that? Was that the group's idea?
Yeah.
It's likely, yeah. Mostly the group. We put a lot of stuff together. Sometimes Mr. Goldstein thinks of the topics and we just make them more interesting.
You make them more interesting by adding your own. And what in your program, Jeff, is you have a very extensive video program in the school, from what I understand.
Yes, there's a regular schedule of classes that come to see me, and beyond that is Kid Witness News time.
Now that's extracurricular.
That's during the school day, and they're given time to join different clubs, one of which is Kid Witness News. But when they're with me, they must make up all the classwork that they missed, and they're not given a free ride to miss a social studies lesson or a science lesson. They must make up everything. And if they fall behind academically, the classroom teacher will inform the child that you're being warned that you must get on the ball and start your academics, or we'll pull the child out of the program until they do catch up. Because we try to, I mean, Panasonic Kid Witness News is important, but so is the academics.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, thank you for joining us. Stephanie and Kimberly, we wish you all the success in the world with your interviewing careers. You see they're wearing their Panasonic t-shirts. And let's continue to take another look at this year's New Vision Awards, including an excerpt from the video that we were talking about, PS41's award-winning video, No One But You. And then when we come back, we're going to be joined by Calvin Mott, a teacher and Panasonic Kid Witness News coordinator at the Dr. William Horton School in Newark, New Jersey. Let's watch.
Now, none of the children on this tape have ever been abused, and it would surely be wonderful if every child ever born was as happy as the ones you see here. But unfortunately, we have a long way to go. So to all you adults out there, there's no one but you who can stop child abuse. That's right, no one but you.